Hello and welcome to my 100% walkthrough of Elden Ring by Level Up Pub Gaming. So in the last episode I was at a level up and I did so much farming that I got to 2 level ups. So leveled up twice, and as before I'm doing the top 3. So I just go down 1, 2, 3 and then just the 2 attack attributes that I am currently doing. So whichever your 2 attributes are, just do 1 so that every 5 levels everything goes up 1, and that's gonna be just fine out through the rest of the game. We will get this to 60, this to 35, this to 40, 45, and then after that all of our levels are going to go into our 2 attack attributes for the rest of the game until we beat it. And by the time we get to the last boss, we'll be nearly about like 180, maybe 190. And that'll be plenty to take out the last boss. So that's the trajectory for level ups. We had enough to get another flask. So right now we have, I think, 13 flasks. Yep, so 1 more to go. You get 14 in total. And I look a little different because 1, changed the armor. And 2, I put on the Silver Tear Mask and America's Scar Seal because both of them raise your Arcane, and Arcane raises your Discovery. And I'm down here in the Sainted Hero's Grave to farm the imps that are here. And you guys should do this too because they drop Smithing Stone 5s. Let's go ahead and crack a Silver Foul Foot along with this arcane stuff on and go through this 2 or 3 times and you should get a couple of Smithing Stone 5s out of it. And also their masks. Got a couple of their masks now. It is pretty rare drop. Expect to go through this a couple times, but there's so 2, 4, 8 imps in total, so you got a few chances to get some stones. You gotta drag these ones into the light. Well done. I hate how they back up. Anyways. There's 4 more down here. And yeah, they gotta come into the light, but they're not that bad. So I always just go for this one first. And then the one to the right. Oh, that's close. Wow, nothing got dropped. But I promise that if you do that over and over, you'll eventually get some Smithing Stone 5s. And I got enough to be able to upgrade my seal 1 level. And I'll still have enough to upgrade the other weapons that I want to upgrade, so just wanted to show you guys that farming route real quick. And now I'm going to put on stuff that I want to use for this episode. Okie dokie, guys. This episode's not gonna be fun. I know I say that kind of a lot, but we just have like 3 extremely not so fun bosses in a row. So I apologize, but first thing we're gonna do is we're just kind of work around here. Actually, no, we're just gonna go straight down, fight this first boss, and then we'll come up here and work around back down there. Then we'll go up here, grab an Ash of War, and then we'll go down this field right here, ignoring this road because there's a boss there. We'll come here, then we'll go up, fight the boss, 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 and then over here we got a church and a tunnel. So that's the plan. Let's go ahead and get to work. So the first boss, you've seen him before. It's the second time we gotta fight him, only this time we get no summon. So I'm going to switch my Wondrous Physic to yeah, I'll stick with Holy. Okay. So I'm going to use a shield with no skill on it because I'm not trying to parry this guy. But I want to be able to use my weapon art for my scythe. Go over here and take these guys out, because we don't want them walking up near us. I mean, they won't. They'll probably just run away, but we don't want to lock on to anything else besides this boss. So that's him standing right there. So as soon as we get down to him, so we got a buff up right here, he's going to turn around and start talking to us. So I'm going to try and put out as much damage as I can. So let's go ahead and make both these perfume bottles. It's fine. Try and give him a black knife to the face as soon as we start. Alright, you guys, round 2 with this guy.
I see thee, little Tarnished, smoldering with that wretched flame of ambition.
Oh. Dang. And whoop, unlocked from him. I don't know why he's not attacking. What are you doing, boss? This is really weird. What is going on? Wow, I got really lucky there, so let's Margit the fellow Omen. Gotta fight him again, guys. And we get no summon for it, unfortunately, so practice his moveset, practice his timings, just like I did there. Don't mess up like I did. Got hit a couple of times pretty hard. So let's go ahead and clear out these ruins over here. There's a few loots laying around. We already went on the right side of the road, so now we're just doing everything on the left side. And for that, we get the second upgrade to the Radiant Amber Medallion. Boost our stamina. Always, always good. There's a giant up here. It's gonna... or a troll. I think that's everything in here, so... let's go up here and give this troll the what for... oh yeah, and a guy with the treasure chest. Drop my gold rune 10, I believe. 12. Ooh, even better. Alright, be careful of the edge here. Even when you repost him, don't try and... yeah, only do it if you're nowhere near the edge. If he falls the other direction, you're not going to want to try and catch that repost because you'll fall off the cliff and die, so... just bleed and frost him. He doesn't drop anything special anyways. We just don't want him bugging you as you're trying to come up here. So don't go up there yet. We'll go up there towards the end of the episode. All we're doing is just clearing out this camp. Or camp, I shouldn't say camp, but these ruins. Should be some bats, yeah. And then we'll head down and grab the Ash of War and fight the second boss. Which is the first time you're going to see one of these. The boss that we're about to fight. And they're not fun. Let's talk about them right now. They're huge, so bigger than Margit right there, and faster than Margit. And good lord, they hit hard. disturbingly hard, like 1 or 2 shots and you're gonna go down. So they're made of stone, and I believe you can't. The only thing you can do is frost them. You can't bleed them. You can't rot or poison them. They can take pretty good damage from magic and holy, which is why I'm going to use the Halo Scythe with my Mimic. But I guess the best thing you could do is strike damage with frost, just like the dragons. Just stagger them, repost them. But for the most part, they are brutal enemies. They're extremely tall, so they close the distance with their swings. It's really just a battle of like trying to get some hits in while also trying to maintain some distance from them, because getting up close to them is just, I don't know, I guess it's the only way you could really stagger them and get next to their legs. But they're gonna hit you, and it's really more about waiting for your turn with these guys if you're trying to melee them, instead of just rushing in, attacking, and swinging as hard as you can, because they're gonna punish you really bad. There's the Ash of War right there. I don't want it to disappear, so I'm just gonna ignore it real quick and go take out these guys. But they have 2 sets of weapons. I believe this one has an axe and a twin blade, and they'll switch back and forth between them, trying to hit you with different attacks. Like he'll have a tornado attack where he'll spin it in a circle and it builds up a wind, and then he'll fly up in the air, fly down at you, and then slam it in the ground, and it creates a little whirlwind that will knock you back if you're anywhere near it. So it's a very brutal attack. It's really intense. I thought I heard somebody. But aside from that, we're just going to summon in our Mimic to distract him so that he's beating up the Mimic, and then we're going to just dump Halo rings into his face until he goes down, and hope that our Mimic takes the brunt of his wrath, because there's a couple of these guys that we're going to have to fight fair and square. So might as well start off with this one. We just want to... Gotta see if I can hit this with a Frenzy Burst. We just want to get him out of here. And this is the Ash of War that we're going to need for the boss after this one. Just gotta... Oh, there we go. Gotcha. Golden Parry. So this is the next parry Ash of War that we needed in our arsenal to get some stuff done. So, like I said, we're not going to go down the road because the boss will then spawn in, so we're going to go off onto the side here. Collect some smoldering butterflies, I think. Yes. So yeah, we can summon right now because the boss is right over there. It's going to come flying down, and you want to not run up too fast, because if you run into it as it's flying down, it'll smash into you and do some damage. So it is not safe as it spawns in. Playing with fire, grabbing this mushroom right there. Just go ahead and grab all the foliage in this field. Very important that we grab these Atlus blooms. So as you see, that's how we make the perfume bottles that we need. Alright. So let's go sit at the grace real quick. And yeah, slash damage is just next to a joke to these guys. You really need to have strike damage. And if you don't have anything good with strike damage, then just try and put Lion's Claw on whatever you do have, or make sure you're using just heavy charged attacks to try and get these guys to stagger while your summons are distracting them. The 5 Great Shield Soldiers are a great summon for these guys, because all these guys do are physical damage. That's it. So if you got any... Oh, we don't got prawn, because, yeah, never mind. Scratch that. But in their future fights, after we buy some prawn, then we're going to be taking prawn when we fight these guys. I I do think fire does hurt him. Fire does hurt him very well, so give fire a try. But let's go ahead, and we want our Mimic to have his seal out. Yeah, let's go ahead with Crucible Horn to try and stagger him. Let's go ahead and make an item, because I think we can... I could be wrong. I'm going to buff up myself, but I'll wait for the bottles. I think we have time to buff up before he flies down and summon our Mimic, so... But I don't know. I'm not going to chance it. I can't remember, so... I'm just going to go ahead and buff up right now. Okay. I'll save the white bottle just in case. I do have time to get it on him. But if not, he's going to fly right down. It's game on. Okay. Oh, shoot. I mean to do that. Alright, you guys. Let's take on our first gargoyle. So don't go too far, because, yeah, if you slam into him, he will do some damage. Dang, not even hitting him. See how fast he is, how far his reach is. It's disturbing how quick these guys are. So we just want to try and hit him with as many Michelin lights as we can. Ooh, threads did some dangerous damage to him. It's crazy. So yeah, they'll slam. Okay, he has an axe and a twin blade, and then now he's powered up. You can see he's just smashing the Mimic. That's how we're going to take these guys down for a few fights, but there's a few of them where we have to fight it mono-y-mono, and yeah, we'll have a different strategy for that one. It's not going to be fun, but thank you, Mimic. Alright, you guys. It is now time to take on that Tree Sentinel Duo that we saw standing out there. Let's see how far away we're from. Okay, we got about 30,000, so, more. You know, I feel more comfortable taking down this boss over here first. We're going to do a different one. Because this boss over here is a little bit easier. So yeah, let's go do this one first instead. And see if that gives us enough for a level up before we go fight this Tree Sentinel Duo. Because the Tree Sentinel Duo actually does have a chance of taking me out. Whereas this one I'm pretty sure we can take out right now. I think it might be Putrid. I can't remember. But it's just a Ulcerated Tree Spirit. Those big worms that roll around and freak out. So, same thing. Summon our Mimic. Halo Scythe it. These are weak to everything. Bleed, Frost, Poison, Rot, the whole shebang. Unless it's a Putrid one, then it's not weak to Rot, obviously. So, but let's go ahead and just do the same thing we just did to the Gargoyle. Minus the pots, or the perfume bottles. Alright, let's get to it. It's just going to pop up right in the middle of the camp. Oh. So this is the pest threads. And they do some pretty good damage. If you hit him there. staggered it. Yeah, pest threads are awesome. They're even really, really good against the final boss. It just tears it to shreds. Pretty sure it does consecutive attacks, but look it up. See, I knew we could get that one out easier. Thank you, Mimic. I appreciate that. You're the best. And for that, we get quite possibly the best colossal weapon for strength users in the game. The Giant Crusher. So the thing about this is its charged attack is quite literally just Lion's Claw. The same animation. You don't gain the intense poise that you get with Lion's Claw from it. And I think, you know, depending on what armor you're wearing, you can be knocked out of it pretty easily. But for the most part, yeah, it's the same animation. You charge up, pick up the hammer, do a front flip, and smash it into the ground. And it does incredible stagger buildup and it'll knock smaller enemies right onto their face, just like Lion's Claw does. So very, very awesome. You can change the Ash of War on it, so it's like basically having 2 Ashes of War on one weapon, because charged attack is just basically the Lion's Claw, and then you can put something else on it, have Frost on it or whatever. Come on, man, trying to get some bones. And then you can use the charged attack talisman to boost that Lion's Claw that's on it. So pretty awesome weapon. I also think it does like the highest damage output of all the colossal weapons, but I could be wrong about that. For the physical damage, I mean. Alright, you guys, so put us at enough, man. Oh, good lord, we're still not at enough. I guess we're gonna have to fight these guys. I don't want to clear out the field right now, so not in the middle of an episode. Let's go ahead and just try to not die. We're gonna summon the Mimic, and just for fun, and because I'm punishing myself for kind of cheesing the one in the beginning, I am going to aggro them both at the same time. You don't have to do that. In fact, I recommend that you do not do that. As soon as we walk up over here, they're going to spawn in, and they're going to start walking down the hill, and then they'll stop at a certain point. You want to drag them back. You don't want to go down and fight them near them where they stop, because they will be near the soldiers that are down there. So let me show you Golden Parry real quick. You see the distance in that? So that distance right there is going to allow us to knock them out of a lot of their attack animations. As you can see up top, it's taking away some of my FP. So every single parry, whether you connect or not, takes away some FP. But basically, you see how far in it's going to the statue? That's our parry window. And so that's going to make it a lot easier to parry these guys out of their attacks, even like some really crazy attacks like their charged animations and their jump attacks. You can pull them out behind this door, but if you come too far, like I'd say to right about here or so, they will spawn back over there. They'll still be at the same health that they were at when you were fighting them, but you got to pull them back in. You have to kill both of them in order for the boss to count. You can't go kill one, go sit at the grace, come back. If you die while fighting the second one after you've killed one, or if you sit at a grace or anything like that, then they will respawn both back of them. Respawn both of them back. So you can do this on Torrent, obviously, as you can see. I wouldn't recommend that. It's pretty closed quarters in here. It's going to be a messy fight as it is, just with me and the Mimic. But yeah, I might die here. So here we go. Oh, I should probably not. Yeah, I'm going to take off the holy attacks. So I'm not doing holy. We want to bleed and frost them. So I'm going to try and show you how to parry them. I was going to do it one at a time, but I think I just want to try and save time and take them both out Well, I guess maybe it'd be quicker to do one at a time and then gang up on the second one with the Mimic. That's probably what I'll do. So let's change this to stamina. So yeah, I guess I'll pull one back and I'll let the other one walk off and I'll show you guys how to parry it. And then we will fight the second one with the Mimic. Hands are shaking. I'm pretty nervous right now. These guys are pretty intense with the parry. Okay, wish me luck. They're not walking. There we go. I was like, good lord. Come on, dude. There. Okay. I missed it. Oop, missed that up. You can't parry that, but it's kind of tricky to catch that one. So the next attack you do after you've parried their attack, oh, that was loud. Does 10% more damage. You can't parry that one. I messed it up though. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm being really sloppy. So it's going to do 10% more damage every time they're staggered like that. So you see how easy it is to parry his attacks with golden parry? Alright, I'm not going to try it this time. I'm just going to dodge it. Oh, messed that up. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, come on. You can parry this too, but if you miss it, it's going to do a ton of damage, so I kind of skip it. Man, I maybe messed up. Oh, that hurt. Oops. Ah, come on. Whoa. Yeah, so. Man. I'm messing this up. Ooh. Sorry guys, might die here. Oops. Just trying to get a beat or a frost, but I can see nothing yet. Sucks. Oop. Yeah, I forgot they can block stuff with their shield. stinking this place up. What in the world, you guys? Can I get him? Oh man, that was a bummer. Oh. Oh, I'm out of health. Oh gosh. Whew. Start healing ourselves before we go fight the second one. So messy. Yeah, that's why we're gonna use the Mimic for the second one. Let's go ahead and put on some Beast of Vitality and all that good stuff. So this one, we're just going to try and bleed and frost him as quick as we can. But that is how you parry them, but man, I was just stinking the place up. My apologies. Yeah, see how fast my health is going up with all the different stacks. I don't know what the damage negation is on this, 95. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. Yep, so we'll pull this one back to right about here. And then even, hopefully the Mimic will keep its attention while we hit it from behind. Because we have no heals left. Oh, we're gonna have to sit here for a second after we summon the Mimic too, because it takes our HP. Here goes none. Thank you, Mimic. You're the best. Hey, why'd that shield out? I guess I kind of summoned her with the shield. So we get their Great Shield now. This Great Shield has a parry on it for spells. It will send the spells back as a fireball. So it's pretty cool. And I apologize for how messy that parry was. But it does make them a lot easier to parry. I was just doing a horrible job there. Missing all sorts of timings. We should have enough for a level up now. Sweet. Going into faith. Alright guys, now we're gonna head up this hill, getting some items on the way. Go ahead and get rid of this stuff. And we're going to go to a church, speak to Melina, learn some lore, and then go into a tunnel. And that tunnel will provide us with our next smithing stone to be able to buy smithing stone 3s and 4s. So we don't gotta go farm for those anymore. But we will want to farm for 5s and 6s because the smithing stone to buy that is not coming for quite some time, unfortunately. Should you stop doing that? I hate it when they dive around and try to have ninjas. Stop it. You need to stop. Sorry, puppies. Hey, if it were up to me, we'd all hang out, you know? I'd bring you guys food, take you on walks, wrestle with you, but every time I come near you guys, you growl and attack me, so just defending myself. See? That's what I mean. Come running. It's like I don't want to hurt you. Then you do that. Dang, he took a chunk. Wolves are strong over here. Alright, there should be some guardian guys with the halberds. Yeah, these guys. Hey. Stop. Like that. What'd you get for being rude? So these guys with the little sticks hanging off their back, that's actually an armor set you can get. Has the huge weird branch on the back with the flower hanging off of it. You can get that. Whoa. And I think I just got it. Or maybe it was just a regular garb. No, I think it's just the regular one. Yeah. But you can get the one with the flower on the back. It's pretty weird looking. I think there's anything else over here. Alright, so as always, we'll go up and around the church, collect any foliage, any of that good stuff, and then go into the church. I do like that guardian garb. My faith and faith dexterity character is wearing it. It's a pretty cool looking garb. Oh, I see you. Stuff down here we can grab real quick. It's a dead end. Give me. Da, da, da. So down there, see that little path? That's really all this serves for. It's just give you a viewpoint so you can see that. Realize, oh hey, there's an area down there I can get to. And nothing over there that I can get to. And so sitting at this church, you do want to talk with Melina because it's how you get a gesture. And if you don't talk with her, then you will miss that gesture. Which is not a big deal, but trying to get all the gestures, then it's a good way to do it. So this Golden Order seal, I believe it scales with intelligence and faith. So if you're doing a dual mage build, this is probably the best seal for you to use. Oh, yeah, I knew there was another item in here. I think it's cracked pot. Or no, cookbook, my bad. Alright, so make sure you grab that cookbook. And we'll go sit at the Grace and talk to Melina.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well. Shall I share them with you? In Marika's own words, I declare mine intent to search the depths of the Golden Order through understanding of the proper way. Our faith, our grace is increased. Those blissful early days of blind belief are long past. My comrades, why must ye falter?
Alrighty. Okay. And that is all we need to do here. I'm going to... Nah, we'll just leave it daytime. I was going to make it nighttime just because it's easier to see the foliage, but I'm not going to be collecting too much foliage, so it's not a big deal. But that church is a farming route for these flowers, these Atlas blooms. So if you don't have a lot of them, just start at that church and work your all the way down to the Grand Lift Adectus, just collecting as many of these as you can. Checking for arteria leaves. Okie dokie. So over here should be a little ledge we can jump down. Make sure you mind the gap. Grab the foliage on the way down. Then we got some swamps with some stuff to take out. These squirts are pretty tinky. Annoying dragonflies. Let's go ahead and poison them, shall we? Not sure if it's going to hit his friends. Nope. Nope, it did. Sweet. Got some more over here we can blow up. Oh, ash war. I think it's an ice ash war. I cannot remember. Okay, that's a good spot to hit it. You guys think of the new outfit? Look kind of cool. Yeah, I like that Nox Schwarzstrist armor. I always thought it was cool. Come on, man. Probably do better to chase it and try and find another one of these signs instead of wasting time just sitting there waiting for it. I think over that way is the cave. Oh, here it comes. If you're having trouble hitting these, or Frost Stomp is the best way. Oh no, it's a holy one. Grateful Strike. The best thing to use, in my opinion, is Hoarfrost Stomp. That'll always catch it really easily. Anything with a wide radius like that, especially that breaks up the ground, yeah, catch them pretty easy. So now let's go do this tunnel. Well, let's go to the other side of the lake real quick, grab any foliage over there, and we'll come back and do this tunnel. Yeah, I'm not interested in fighting you, buddy. I can hear you laughing. There's nothing serious over here. Just more of these guys and slugs and stuff. Nothing too dangerous. No bears or giant crabs even. Just a spirit spring that'll take you all the way back up to that field with the butterflies, the smoldering butterflies in it. I guess we could have gone down this way too. And that's all there This tunnel's not too bad. It does have an Iron Maiden in it, but aside from that, the boss is just another Onyx Lord. So, easy peasy tunnel. Then after that, we have a Death Bird and a Bell-Bearing Hunter. Fun stuff. And remember, we've taken out the hardest Bell-Bearing Hunter in the game, so I believe there's a bunch of secret walls in this one. There's a lot of vulgar militiamen in here, so be wary of that. They're hiding around corners and everything. If you hear and they come running out of nowhere, jump on you. They're pretty aggravating. There's something hiding over there, so. What's up, Gramps? What'd you drop me? Alright, Poison Clump. Alright, it's a guy right there. Trying to figure out where the vulgar militiamen are. Yeah, there's one right there. I can see his little head. He's right there. Let's go ahead and wake this guy up. So instead of breaking through those boxes over there, come down over here and we'll, yeah, sneak up on this guy waiting for us. Gee, thanks for the gloves. I only have about 50,000 of these from farming you guys. And here we have the Bell-Bearing Hunter, the Bell-Bearing. Now we can buy smithing stones 3 and 4. Pretty awesome. That's the way forward, but let's go take out these guys real quick. See if they drop us any smithing stones. Probably just gonna drop us some poison projectiles. Oh, these guys are still alive. Oh, just him. It's like, how are you still alive? Alright, so that's everything in here. There's a vulgar one. Oh, I thought there was one. Alright, let's check on the sides here. So we do have a path we could jump down, but it's pretty dangerous jumping down this way. We're just going to go ahead and jump down straight from the elevator as we go down, which is also dangerous, but just time it right. You should be able to get to a smithing stone right here. And then the rest of the way down we can jump on the ledge. But that tree branch makes it pretty dangerous to roll off the side, so just do it that way. And this part's kind of weird. There's just a bunch of bombs waiting for us as we drop down through here. Oh no, that's coming up. Okay. So this part, we gotta do a bunch of sniping first, because we got Vulgar Militiamen just everywhere. Let's go ahead and give us a little boost to our fire. Take these guys out first so they're not dropping down to the bottom. Oh shoot. Wasted FP. There it is. Okay, use target lock because these guys are hard to see sometimes. There's one right there. Should be a few down there, I think. So you see that statue right there? So we need the Iron Maiden that's in this corner behind us to come charge and add it to crack it open so we can get the smithing stone 6s that are in there. There should be one more over there. He's going to come run around the corner to attack us as soon as we jump off this tree right here. So before we jump down there to get the Iron Maiden to come after us, we're going to attack it a whole bunch and drain it down so that it's only at one hit. So that way we can jump down there, get it to come, attack the statue, and then just swipe and take it out. So we don't gotta deal with it. So we dealt with them enough. We give ourselves a break. Not have to deal with this one. So jump very carefully onto this and pull out your shield because he's gonna, like I said, come run around the corner. Really? Slip right around me. Sneaky. Stone sword key. Dead end. Okay. So I wouldn't poison this thing because if you do, it could take it out, and then you gotta go back into the start to get it to respawn. So don't take it out, but take it down to like one last hit. It will not move as long as you're not down there. So stand right here, light it up. As a matter of fact, let's do another buff. Speed this up. You can get the pause if you want. One more. There we go. Ooh, that was close. Oop, and he's up and moving. It's weird. Okay, so let's drop down and get it to come roll into the statue. There's a good thingy. There's a good Iron Maiden. Come on, come on, come on. Hit it? Yeah, I did. Okay. Knock it off. Alright, now we can upgrade my Uchi Katana. And then we'll grab all the other goodies that are down here. So smithing stone on the wall back here. That should be it. Okay. Just double checking the walls. Ladder right here. Yeah, I think Radon's pants go good with that Nox top. And usually I'd be wearing the hood, but kind of felt like because we took away some of our defense and our poise with the Clean Wrought Knight, because the Clean Wrought Knight armor is way tankier, I decided to make up with it by putting on the Imp Wolf-Head helmet to make up for some of the poise and defense that we lost. So, oh, that guy's alive? What in the world? Thought I shot you. Interesting. Okay, this is the part with the bombs. It's very weird. I don't think there's any other way down there. So, this seems to be the only way you can drop down. Because I haven't figured out. I don't think you can jump over. Maybe you can't. Oh, okay. Do this instead. Because if you drop down that little hole right there, there's bombs waiting and they're just going to blow up as soon as you land. So go ahead and do this and we'll throw a pot at one of these guys, see if that wakes it up. Yeah, there we go. So these do some damage. Man, if you get hit by one of these things, it's going to knock you back and it's going to take like half your health. So I know we've seen these things before and they're really not usually that big of a deal, but this time they are. Oh, I missed that one. I am missing all sorts of stuff. Parries, throws. There's one right there below us, so just go ahead and jump down and then roll. At least we get some rune fragments from them. So yeah, if we had dropped down right there, and those two would have blown up right on us. And you can't lock onto them, so they're sneaky. So you can't do target lock to try and find them. They're just hidden, mixing in with the walls and everything. Let's grab the smithing stone 5. Make sure you grab all these rune fragments. How we make all the rainbow stones that we need, which we'll be using. Oh, jeez. See? They're sneaky. Some glintstone scrap. That should be everything. And then there's some hiding back here. Yep. So sneaky, sneaky. And right here we got some dangerous platforming. That's why all the blood stains. So take your time. Make sure you got everything lined up before you start jumping. I'll go ahead and walk down onto here, and we'll grab this smithing stone. And then, like I said, it's better to jump towards the wall just in case you over jump. And in this case, we could just jump this way because it's a pretty wide jump. I'm going to get down to a light load for this. Just feel more comfortable doing it at a light load. Yeah, that was way more comfortable. And there should be, yep, right here. Right down onto the branch below. But let me get dressed first. So, you can tell I was farming these imps for Smithing Stone 5, so that's the reason I got so many of their masks. That's okay. I like their masks. They're cool. What was I wearing, guys? What was I wearing? Yeah, there it is. Bracelets. And Radon's pants. There we go. Alright. Ooh, that was close. Should be, yeah, 4 more right there. Oh! See? Chunk of damage. Alright, guys, so Onyx Lords. Very parryable. You know how to parry now, right? Should be able to parry this guy. If not, bleed, frost him. You know, they're actually just kind of a joke of a boss. At least at this point, anyways. Way tougher parry challenges. Watch me not be able to parry him as I say that. Oop, Lord. Oh yeah, he does this. Stop. There. Oh! I unlocked from him. It's like, what's going on here? Oh, come on. I know I can parry that. Oh, not that. Yeah, it's a late parry. Parry that. Want to try. It's a late roll. Come on, buddy. Hit me. Man, I'm trying to frost this guy. I believe you can actually parry that punch too, and the punch of the Omens. I know I've done it before, so I think you can parry that punch. So, don't leave. Come in here and grab this grace. And this is for when we beat the Lyndell, I believe. When we take out the capital of Lyndell's boss. This is their Divine Tower. It's tightly shut. So, let's go turn in our bell bearing. Oh, what am I doing? Get that out of the way. So next we got this hill up here, which has 2 bosses on it. Deathbird right here. Not Deathbird. And then the Bellbearing Hunter right there. And then, depending on how much time we have, we'll clear out this section right here and end the episode down at this little area right here, which has 2 of the worst dungeons in the entire game, in my opinion. Which we'll probably save for next episode. Again, depending on how much time we have, so... Let's go ahead and go over to the round table real fast. All right. There they are, 3s and 4s. Literally just gonna blow through half a level up just to buy 50 of these. So we've gotten lots of 4s. I know it seems silly to buy 2 thin beast bones, but I promise it adds up. Okay. So, we're going to put a Sacred Blade on our weapon. No, actually, sorry, I keep forgetting about the Halo Scythe. We're just going to use that. But when we come up here, there's going to be a bunch of these snails, these death snails that are surrounding the area that the Deathrite Bird appears in. We want to try and snipe them before the Deathrite Bird comes out, because these things lock onto you. They roll really, really, really fast, and they do a good chunk of damage, especially when like 3 or 4 of them clump up on you at a time, and the Death Bird is swinging at you. Not a fun time. So we want to try and snipe as many of those as we can before we head into the battle with the Death Bird. And then, of course, we'll just hit the Death Bird with as much holy as we possibly can. So we'll go ahead and sit down and change our... flask so that it boosts faith and holy attacks. Oh, it's nighttime already. I'm not going to fight much of the stuff around there. There's a lot of skeletons, and these ones are different because they fly up in the air and they spit out a bunch of fire. It's like this black flame. It does a bunch of damage too, so I'm going to try and stay away from those guys. I'm not going to fight any of the skeletons. We'll just grab the loots as we're going around and head on over and fight the bird. Oh, how did I miss this? Apologies. I got that when we were clearing this part out. I guess it's back over here on this side, that's why. Okay, so now we're going to go up that staircase that I told you to ignore. Oh gosh. You know, I'm sorry guys, I need to make it nighttime. I've done this before where I go up thinking, oh, it looks dark out, and I go and the boss spawns, and then after 30 seconds of fighting it, it just despawns because it was morning. So, just want to make sure that it's absolutely nightfall. But yeah, it was pretty close to morning. So I'm glad I did that. Sorry guys. Just always do that if you're going to fight a boss at nighttime. Just go sit down and make sure it's nighttime. Because nothing's more aggravating than getting a really tough boss down to like 25% health and then it disappears because it's daytime. Alright, so like I said, tons and tons of skeletons. Just an absurd amount. If you want to smack them as you're going by, go right ahead, but don't feel the need to take all these guys out because there's just too many in this graveyard. It's just one massive graveyard, so just ride around, grab the foliage, and let's go fight the bosses. I'll read you guys this. That's the lore. The second defense of Lyndell, the fell Omen stacks high the corpses of heroes, yet the Erdtree remains unshaken. The fell Omen is Margit, the guy that we fought at the beginning of this episode. Got some big boys here. So that guy right there, he'll fly up in the air and start spitting fire everywhere. See if he does it. Just want to show it to you guys so you know what I'm talking about. Do it. There it is. So that's why I'm not fighting the stuff in here. It's pretty annoying. When you got 6 of those guys doing that all at once, it's, yeah, aggravating. So over the hill is going to take us, ow, good lord, going to take us down to where we're going to end the episode. But over here is a path over to the merchant, but we're not going to go to the merchant. 1, because the bell-bearing hunter will spawn, and 2, because I want to go take out the death bird first. Just grabbing all the loots. Yeah, I thought there was loot back here. Grabbing all the loots and ignoring all the skeletons. There's a site of grace. I mean, if you want to grab it, I guess we can. So that way, if you die from the death bird for some reason, then it'll spawn you right back there instead of down the hill. Save you some time. Otherwise, just go take out that death bird real quick. So these are the snails right here in the skull. And they do some stupid damage for being a little bug. Or whatever a snail is. Oh, there's a loot. Would you hop off torrent so you're not dancing over the edge here? Ow. Just like I did. Oh my good lord. Yeah, don't be like me. Be careful. Take your time. Some loot guarded by a skeleton. Ooh. As we get up here, these guys should leave us alone. Alright, make some holy pots. And these are the little guys that we want to start sniping out of here. See how many of them there are? So yeah, they will group up on you super fast, and it's super annoying. So take them all out before you go in. If you don't have Frenzy Burst, use arrows. I don't know if Loretta's Great Bow can reach them, but give that a shot too. But yeah, we want to try and get all of them out, or at least as many as we can. Even one of these things bugging you while you're fighting the bird is too annoying. Should be all of them, or at least all that we can reach. Okay, let's go ahead and buff up. Here we go. Good lord. He builds up that flight. Easy peasy. Bully. It's too good against these guys. They should have made it a tiny less powerful. Just a tiny bit less. Get a really cool shield for it though. And the wing crystal tier. But I like the way the twin kite shield looks. It's really cool. Alright, you guys. Whoa. Let's go fight a bell-bearing hunter, shall we? There's tons of bosses in this game. Or in this episode, I mean. Too many. There's like one right after another. Oh, okay. few more loots to grab. If you go over this edge, be careful. You'll get shot at by some giants. Okay. Oh, I knew I missed something. Let's go sit at the grace, calm these guys down. And first we'll talk to the merchant. Man, made too many of these. So this guy sells a bunch of holy stuff.
Is someone there? A customer? Well, how long has it been?
So first thing we want to buy, right off the bat, is this sentry's torch. This is the torch that we need to do the Sage's Cave on the other side of the Atlus Plateau that we've been putting off for a while because it has an invisible Black Knife Assassin in it. This torch will allow us to see things that are invisible, so pretty cool. Buy the perfume bottle. I recommend you buy the Rune Arcs course. And then this is where you get holy arrows. You can get an infinite supply of these golden great arrows, the golden bolts, and the golden arrows. So all the holy stuff comes from this guy. And you can buy great arrows, looks like. That's good to know. And realize, oh, and great and ballista bolts. So yeah, this guy is where you want to stock up for arrows. He's got some good arrows here. And I, of course, like this robe. I'm going to buy this upper class robe just for fun. And this, because this is kind of the only blindfold in the game if you want to make some kind of like blind assassin or blind ninja or something like that. And I'll buy this guy later. Alright. Let's fight a bell-bearing hunter. You know the deal, guys. Parry, parry. Dang, that did a lot of damage. I know it's really uncomfortable because of how tight the spot is, but once you get his patterns down, it's pretty easy to dodge whatever he throws at you. Just can't believe that did over 1,000 damage. It's crazy. Love that charged attack on this knife. And done. Medicine's Peddler's Bell Bearing. Should give us a few more boluses we can buy from the Twin Husks now. Alright, and that is that. Where are we at in time? 1:15. Oh my goodness, we have plenty of time. Okay. So, now we're done with that. We are going to... trying to think of how I want to do this. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just clear out the rest of this. There's not a boss here at this Erdtree, but there's a cracked tier there. We'll go ahead and grab that. I think it's a cracked tier. It could be a talisman. I can't remember. There's an item over here. It's guarded by some omens that use Death Blight. There's 3 golems on this guarding this hill right here. As soon as we come around this corner, there's going to be another tree sentinel. Only this tree sentinel is different. And we're going to fight it with Carrying Retaliation and the Mimic. But this tree sentinel is pretty vicious, and once we get up around the corner, we'll talk about it. But we're going to go ahead and just get all the loots from here. We're going to ignore this lake and what's down there. After we beat the tree sentinel, we'll grab a few graces in the legacy dungeon here, and then we'll come down here and we'll grab these graces and see where we're at on time. So let's go ahead and head on down. Man, I keep forgetting to use my Baldur's Blessing in my fights. It's got so many buffs. I used it all through my first playthrough, but I got so many buffs now using the faith side of things for the first time that I just keep forgetting which buffs I have because I use so many. So, like I said, be careful. As soon as we come around here, we're going to start getting shot at. Those golems can see a really long ways. So let's try and just sneak over to the Erdtree real quick. And then we'll try and sneak around and get behind the golem so that we can take him down. Okay, so we want to snipe these guys before we head on over there. It's gotta be pretty weird to just sit there and watch all your buddies get lit up and not do anything about it. Okay. Guess that happens. People just catch on fire and die for no reason. Oh, you got a sword. Oh, so yeah, Death Blight. Stay away from the cloud. Monk. Trying that Death Blight stuff on me. Didn't know if I could parry that. So I've never seen that move before. That was a first time parry for me. But I've parried so much that it just kind of like you fall into a groove of like what a parry is, what the timing is. So we get a Crimson Crystal tier, the other half of it, and the Twiggy Crack tier, which we'll go over all this stuff in the item description episodes. If you get stuff and you want to know what it is, go ahead and just start reading it right away. But like I said, to save time, I'm not going to showcase anything until we get to one of those episodes, just because, yeah, save time. I will show it if we're going to use it, but I'm not going to use too much because it would take a long time to try and showcase everything, all different styles, play builds, weapons, items in this game. Yeah, it just would take too long, you guys, so sorry if that seems a little like, I don't know, incomplete as far as 100% guide goes, or me being lazy. It really isn't. It's just that's why I'm switching over to those episodes and doing the item description, Ashes of War testing episodes instead, just because there's too much. Had to do something to kind of organize it all, because otherwise we'd be stopping every 10 minutes reading item descriptions and testing out ashes, and these episodes would just take even longer than they already are. So that's the reason I chose to do it this way, you guys. Let's go ahead and take down these giants. So let's get the one with the arrow first. See, he's shooting right at us. So unfortunately this guy saw us, but it's okay, he's slow, so we can try and get to his buddy first. Hopefully we're going fast enough that we can go up and charge attack him. Oh man, why do I have this? Is there another one with an arrow? I can't remember. Oh, there is. Dang it. the other one with the arrow. Sorry guys, forgot there was another one with the arrow. Ooh, that tree just saved me. Thank you, tree. I appreciate that. What's up, punk? What to say now, huh? That's right. That's what you do to punks. What? Give me the repost. There it is. What to say? Alright. One more. Ooh, give me a Smithing Stone 5. Alright, I guess these guys dropped Smithing Stone 5s. Good to know. That's awesome. What about you, man? You drop a Smithing Stone 5? That'd be really cool if you did. Oh, I'm out of stamina. I was like, why am I not doing what I want? Build up some frost. Oh! I thought he was doing his slam. I didn't realize he was swiping. Thought it was close enough to not get affected by it. Could you stagger, please? There you go. Atta boy. Sweet. What? No spinning stone? As if, buddy. As if. Alright, now we can grab the loots in peace. And unfortunately, those guys will respawn if you go sit at a grace or anything like that, so you gotta take them out each time. Which is annoying, because there's a boss right behind them, so it's like if you die to this boss, well, I think there's a Stake America over there, but if there isn't, then that means every time you die at this boss, you just gotta come back and run past the giants every single time. So down there is where we're going to do part of Dung Eater and Blackguard's quest, and then in between there are two of the lamest dungeons in the entire game. They are not fun. And I'm probably going to save them for next episode. But let's grab this loot and head on up and fight a Draconic Tree Sentinel. So the difference now is he can still do everything that the normal Tree Sentinel can do. Only he has magic. He has a shield that will shoot lightning bolts straight down at you, and the timing is super hard to catch. It's gonna hit you a bunch. So yeah, you're gonna get annoyed every time he charges up his shield and he raises it in the air. He's gonna pump it down, and then as he pumps it down, the lightning bolt is gonna come down. It comes down fast, and it is very hard to dodge. So don't get discouraged if you can't, you know, dodge it properly. That's the whole point. He's aggravating. Yeah, I guess we can grab that item right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. His horse can shoot fireballs, and you can parry them with Carry Retaliation and with the Golden Retaliation on the... Oh, wait, that's where the bear is. Okay. And the Golden Retaliation on the... So go over here onto this side. See how it launches you over there. And it's safe. You're not going to get hurt. But I'm sorry. The Golden Retaliation, I think it's called, on the shield that we just picked up from the Tree Sentinel Duo. That will shoot it back too. That'll shoot a fireball back. The Carrying Retaliation turns the fireballs into glint blades. So you got to get kind of close for the glint blades to fire off at him. But aside from that, should be able to jump back over here. Yeah. Aside from that, he's pretty much kind of the same motions and patterns as just a regular Tree Sentinel. He's going to raise his... Oh, what's this? Trina's Lily over here. He's going to raise his sword up in the air. Or I should say his halberd, I think it is. Great axe, I don't know. It's a weird looking weapon, you'll see. But he's gonna raise that up in the air and then swing it down, so you can run up and give him a couple of attacks before he actually starts attacking and everything like that. So same kind of deal. Ooh, looks like we got a gold sign for this. Which one is this? Oh, we can summon Great Horn Tragoth. I had no idea. Oh, another one. Millicent. What? Kind of want to summon Millicent, but that just makes him stronger, so I'm just going to go with the Mimic. Okay, guys. So, the Mimic doesn't need the shield, because the Mimic is not going to parry. It does not have good parry timing and stuff like that, so go ahead and give the Mimic something to use projectiles with, and just do, yeah, that. And we'll make some lightning pots. And then while the Mimic's keeping the attention of the Tree Sentinel, we'll light it up from behind with some sword dances. Do a couple perfume bottles so we can buff up our Mimic here, so let's get to it, guys. I'm not sure if the spell that you bring the Mimic in on, like, that's going to be what it's on, but I always do it just in case it is. Because if I switch my weapon while that Mimic is coming up out of the ground, it'll switch to whatever weapon I just switched to. It literally is mimicking you, so you got to be careful. Whatever you have, it has. Except for the buffs that you have previous to it coming in. I'm gonna rot it. Okay. Ooh, good hit. Oh, shoot. Ow. Lord, that hurt. Okay. So, got this carry and retaliation on just in case it starts shooting fireballs at me like it is doing right there. Okay, here comes the lightning. Vicious damage. Here's a little ironic way to finish it with a lightning pot. Thanks, Mimic. You're the best, man. So we get a great claw, I guess? I guess it's a claw of a dragon, I think is what it is. And the shield, I think, is their scales, or maybe their teeth or something. Yeah, very, very weird. So, with the Mimic, shouldn't give you too much trouble. If you fight him fair and square, you're just going to have to learn his swipes and the lightning attacks, and you're going to have to learn to parry those fireballs because the horse shoots them fast. He'll also input read you. Whenever you try to heal, that horse is going to shoot a fireball right at your face. So, yeah, he's fun. And we'll see him again. I think there's only one more in the game. And then here's a little statue to tell us about a catacombs down below, but we're headed that way, don't worry. Oh, got that one flying off the cliff. Bummer. I hate it when it's foggy out because it makes me feel like my game hasn't loaded in all the way. But it has. It's just foggy weather. It's making the mountaintop of the Giants look pretty freaky, though. Alright, you guys. Let's head on into the, what is it, third Legacy dungeon that we would, yeah, it's our third. Wouldn't really consider Castle, or Redmane Castle, a Legacy dungeon, so. Despite Radon being very much a Legacy boss. So you can't bring Torrent in here. Now we are in the capital, literally. So we're going to go in here and grab a grace, and then we're going to head on back out. Should be a fur calling remedy over here. Yeah. There's a couple of guys sleeping on the side here. They actually won't wake up even as you run by, but I always hit them just to show them who's boss. Oh, we got enough for a level up. Right on. Be careful. Don't fall off. There's nothing down there but death. Erdtree, the capital. And another grace. Should see a familiar face, right? Nope, he's not there yet. Let us sit down at the grace. And that should.
My utmost thanks for bringing me to the base of the Erdtree. Here, I can govern my own movement, and thus, the accord is fulfilled. I shall depart to ascertain the purpose I was given. Farewell. I shall leave Torrent and the power to turn runes into strength. Here, with you, I wish you luck in realizing your ambition. You have fought long and hard. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
So, even though she's gone, we can still level up and stuff. I honestly forgot that happens here. So it's no biggie. Doesn't ruin any quests. Doesn't move anything forward. The person I was looking for was Boc.
Boc the seamster, at your service, my lord. Ready to make adjustments to your garments.
Okay, now that he is here, he's going to ask you some questions, and then he's going to ask you for a larval tear. Dear Lord, do not give Boc a larval tear. It sounds like something cool. He can be morphed into a normal human. Don't do it. It will end tragically. Do not give him a larval tear. We're going to go through his dialogue, but we will not click on that, and we will not give him one. It'll give you the option. It'll say, give him a larval tear. Do not do it.
My lord, did you see it? The Erdtree. I don't really have the words for this, but I was so dazzled. I felt something stir in my breast. The Erdtree is waiting for you, my lord. I know it, I do. I feel it in my bones. Oh, please, take the throne of Elden Lord. My lord, have you ever wished you might be born again? Well, they say that Renala of Rea Lucaria has the power to help people be reborn. Oh, me? Reborn? Oh, look at me. When you're this ugly, well, being reborn, it would hardly make a difference, I'm afraid.
Do not give him the larval tear.
Going already, please.
Make sure that's not... Is that an option?
This ready to make it.
Yep, so unfortunately that's going to be an option after you do that dialogue, so I wouldn't even click on that dialogue if I was you. We're going to end his quest in a different way. So we're not going to come back to Boc until we get the item that we need to end his quest. So do not give him a larval tear. Let's see, let me think. Let's go grab these graces. So we're going to start up here, because unfortunately we have to go... Well, I guess we can do it from right here. We're going to go to the Capital Rampart. We're going to come down into this lake down here. There's going to be a crab. Later on we'll get invaded down there by Dung Eater. But then as we come up here, there's a statue that we need to break open. And we need to break it open with a Rune Bear, of all things. So it's not too much fun. Might even die. Just need to break it open, then we don't got to deal with it again. I'm going to try and sleep it, and I recommend you do the same thing too. So I'm going to make some sleep pots and try and put it to sleep after it cracks open the statue. So you can grab the smithing stones out of it. And then we have one more statue in the game that needs to be cracked open by a Rune Bear, unfortunately. And then we have, I think, another one in the mountaintop of the giants, but that one gets cracked open by a giant, one of these guys, which is shooting at us. So if we come over here and jump down, well, I'll take us straight to the Rune Bear, so we'll just go ahead and deal with the giants. They're going to shoot at us as we're headed down towards the ravine over here. Just hopefully we're going at an angle where they won't hit us. I guess they're not going to shoot at us. I guess we're safe just riding along the edge. It's alright. Grab some foliage, we'll take care of the crab down there, and then we'll head over and deal with the Rune Bear. So when we come down here, the fact that we haven't bought boiled crab is the reason that what's his name? Blackguard isn't here. So I want to show you where the crab is, right here. Because when you're fighting Dung Eater later, you do not want this crab to show up. Good lord! Oh my gosh. He almost death blighted me. Good god. That was close. Careful, he's got death blight. I didn't know what he was spitting. I thought it was going to just be that poison stuff. So, normally, he'd be right here cooking prawn. And then when we do Dung Eater's quest, because he's here, Dung Eater would kill him. But since we haven't bought prawn from him, he's going to stay where he is, and Dung Eater's going to kill somebody else. And this will keep Blackguard alive. Another way you can keep him alive, just in case you have bought prawn from him, and you're like, oh man, what? I already bought prawn from him and he's here. That's okay. If you haven't done Dung Eater's quest yet, then what I want you to do is I want you to go up and very carefully, just with your fists, hit Blackguard 3 times and make him angry. This will aggro him. Then, after he's aggroed, don't fight him, don't kill him, just aggro him. After he is aggroed, this will cause him to be hostile. No matter how many times you come down here, he's going to try and attack you. But it'll also keep him from, for some odd reason, being a part of Dung Eater's quest. If he's aggroed, when Dung Eater comes down here to fight you, he will instead still kill that other person, and Blackguard will be here. And he will try and attack you, so you want to come over here and fight Dung Eater over here, so that way Blackguard isn't in the fight too. Take out Dung Eater, then go to the Church of Absolution, or go to the Church of Vows and receive Absolution. And then Blackguard will be normal, and you can buy prawn from him, and he won't die from Dung Eater. So those are the 2 ways to keep Blackguard alive. But the way we did it is going to keep him alive. So before we fight this bear, we're going to come over and grab the grace inside of this hero's grave. Yes, it's a hero's grave, and yes, it has chariots in it. And the boss at the end of this is one of the worst boss fights in the entire game as far as difficulty goes. Even I'm going to struggle with it. It is just, oh man, I hate this boss. And anyone who's been through here knows exactly what I'm talking about. This place is a nightmare. And I know I say that about all the places, but this one in particular, not fun. Can't wait until it's done. First, we're going to come over here. There's a couple of basilisks that are going to shoot death blight at us. So go ahead and pull out your beast torch real fast. Keep them at bay. Remember, they'll spit it out at first, and then they'll stop attacking. See, so they'll freak out at first, and then after they see the torch, they'll chill out. Remember, they can't do any other physical attacks. All they can do is just regular straight attacks. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's level up first, just in case this Rune Bear does mess us up. Alright, back to Vigor. Almost at 40. Okie dokie. It's Rune Bear time. for. Oops. Do that. I'm gonna want to have a bubble of protection on. Alright, that should do. Alright, so take out this bear first so he doesn't get mixed up into it. There's two of them actually. One's sleeping in the corner over there. So take them out first, and then Mama Bear is right up here. So get buffed up. All your buffs. Just like you're fighting a boss. And then we'll hit it a couple of times with our Frenzy Burst. And then get over here to the statue, and then as soon as it hits it, we'll try and sleep it. So as soon as we can click onto it. And then start running right back towards the statue. Sleep it? Good, go ahead. I'm gonna repost it. And then try and give it a sword dance and frost and bleed it. Oh, come on. Got it. Man, I'm gonna die. Good hit. I didn't sleep it. Oh no. Oh, Lord, you guys. Why am I doing this to myself? 2 smithing stones, 6 for our trouble. Very much worth it, though. How much time we got enough time to go do the tower. So, we're going to grab the grace for this catacombs right here, so that we don't have to run past the Rune Bear ever again. And then we're going to go into Caelid to do a tower that we have no business doing at this point. But I think we can get through it. Because it will give my Dexterity Faith users one of the best colossal weapons in the game. I think it's like the only colossal weapon that scales with Dex and Faith. So yeah, it'll be very, very useful for everybody that's going to remain on the Dex Faith side. I'm not going to use it because I'm going to switch over to Intelligence here in a bit, in a couple episodes. Alright, so now we got these two. Let's go ahead and put some swords over them. So we got to do them next episode. But we got that bear down. We got the goods for it. Let's go over and try and do the Divine Tower of Caelid. Now, this place only has a few guards in it, but oh my gosh, these guards are tough. There's maybe 3 guards and 2 fire monks, and they do not mess around. They are extremely tough. They do an insane amount of damage. So if you feel like, man, this place is like just whooping my butt, it's because we're not supposed to be here right now. We're supposed to be at like level 120, maybe 130 before we come over here. But I think we could take it out now because the boss is the Godskin Apostle, the skinny one. And this time we're going to sleep him with our Mimic. So, as soon as you come in, throw some lightning pots at these guys. Go over there. Come on, hit him. There you go. And then immediately just whoop him up. See how much damage he just did? These are just guards, and they survived a weapon art from me. Smithy don't too. Alright, so I'm going to drop down onto this thing. There's a little bit of platforming here, but it's not too long, so. Let's see, where's the next part? Next part, yeah, we walk in over here along the edge. Wouldn't run, just take your time. And this one's going to break. It's going to be freaky. And over here, just walk towards the wall. Fall down here. And then this one, just a short little jump should get you there. As a matter of fact, I think you can walk down onto it. I missed it. Damn it. Sorry, guys. You can see the grace down there. So I'm going to go ahead and keep my rune arcs off until we get down to the grace, just in case I fall a few more times. And I always recommend, if you start dying in a place and you're having trouble, don't crack your rune arc again until you've gotten to where. Oh, man. Guys, what do you think of that? Check that. Until you've gotten past the area that you're having trouble with, or until you feel like, oh, now I got the boss's patterns down. Next time I'm gonna get them for sure. You know, then that's when you want to start cracking rune arcs again. Because, like I said, there's only a certain amount of them in the game. And the only way you can really go farm for them is to kill rats, which are very, very rare drop for them, or to go do co-op. So when I said walk, I meant like this. You can walk down onto it. But I did a little thing, and it just made me embarrass myself. So, like I said, jump towards the walls. That way, if you overshoot, you at least land on the ledge. And this one, we're just going to roll down right here. Alright, now there's a guard around here. See him sitting right there? So we're going to make some pots, and we're going to just throw pots at him until he dies. He might come over to us. If he does, then we'll go ahead and attack him, but otherwise just go right here and start hucking pots at him. You don't want to go over and try and fight him because he will knock you off the ledge. One more. And make sure you adjust after each throw because you move a little bit after every throw. So as we go up this elevator, we're immediately going to go down a hallway and get right into the path of one of the fire monks. And he is tough, you guys. He is very, very tough. I recommend just trying to frost him as quick as possible. I might even pull out the Bloodhound's Fang, to be honest, because that'll have more stagger power. But before we do that, there should be a ladder that we can grab that'll make it so we don't have to do this platforming part again. We just run right past the two guards at the start. Going up this ladder right here. I don't know if he's spawned yet, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be at the bottom of this ladder when we come back down, but we'll see. He usually spawns when you come around the corner. So we immediately want to start hitting him with projectiles, and then as he gets close, either do a weapon art. I'm going to do the charged attack for the Crucible Shoulder, the horned one. So right here we got the door at the start. So these are where those two guards were, so now we can just come down here and then come down this ladder and then fight him again if we need to. Let's go ahead and come on down, see if he spawned. Not sure if he did, so I'm going to stop like right here. I don't think he did. I think we're good. Okay. I think you can parry him, but I'm not going to mess around with it. I'm just going to try and take him down as quick as I can. Where is... Okay, there's... Got it. So close. There it is. What? No! How did that not do the weapon art, or do the repost? Fire Blossom, Punk. I was hoping he dropped me a piece of his armor set. You can't get these guys armor and their sword. That's the only one with that sword. I don't know if you could see it. It was uniquely shaped. It was different than any other sword in the game, and he's the only one that has it. And there's one more downstairs with a different type of sword, I think, that is also uniquely shaped, and he's the only one that has it. So you gotta come farm for these two if you want their weapons. This one's gonna break and fall right down to an elevator. Boom, and we're done with the dungeon, you guys. Short dungeon, but there's one more fire monk right after this Site of Grace guarding the boss door, unfortunately. And so, for this boss, we are going to sleep. We're going to sleep him a lot. That's the biggest weakness for the Godskin Duo. It's just like that bear up there. It's like one pot and then 2 pots for the rest of the fight to sleep them. So hopefully we can sleep this guy and repost him and then bleed and frost him as quick as we can with our Mimic, because he is tough. He is tough. He's got extremely dangerous damage output. Man, let me think. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to be hitting him with. Just put him to sleep and then repost him. Yeah. I think we better switch over from Holy. I'm not going to do Holy. Oops. What am I doing there? I guess we'll just, boost the stamina recovery. Keep our, or is that faith or dexterity? Oh, no, let's keep dexterity. Yeah. Do more damage with our scythe. Okay. Let's get to it. So, like I said, we got one more guy down here that we gotta take out before we actually go fight the boss. So I'm just gonna rush up and start hitting him. Seems like he can poise break pretty easily. Yeah, so they can poise break pretty easily, it looks like. Let's go ahead and crack the Rune Arc. Alrighty, we're not gonna have enough time to buff the Mimic. As soon as we come in, we'll summon the Mimic, and he's gonna start hucking fireballs at us. That's what they always do when we come into their boss room. So get ready to start dodging, or you're probably gonna get hit by at least one fireball, and then start healing immediately. But go ahead and buff up outside. And seriously, we're not even gonna have time to give the Mimic this perfume bottle. Oh, make as many sleep pots as we can. Dance. There it is. There's the sleep. Did you just wake him up? I'm dead. So unfortunately the Mimic woke him up. Or we could utilize the sleep animation and repost him. Sleep. Oh, there he is. Okay, now he's sleeping. Alright guys, so Mimic should help you get through this one, but this guy's tough, so don't be discouraged if you struggle with him. Thank you, Mimic. And for that, you guys, we get a big chunk of runes. Man, quite possibly the greatest greatsword, or colossal sword in the game. Even though it's called the Great Sword, it's a colossal sword, I believe. Yes, colossal. So, very, very big, but its weapon art is a 2-swipe with Black Flame that does fire damage. Just absolutely vicious, and you can upgrade this with Somber Smithing Stone, so you can get it to 10 really, really quick. So I want to take care of that now that you've seen the Godskin Apostle up in the Windmill Village. You should be able to take care of that, especially using sleep. So, next episode, we will take out these 2 absolute nightmarish dungeons, and then we will head over and finish the Sage's Cave. Then we'll come up here into these ruins. There's a boss, a Tibia Mariner, and a Catacombs. And then after we do that Tibia Mariner and Catacombs, we are completely done with the Atlus Plateau. That's the entire landmass completely cleared out. After we're done with the Catacombs, we will then venture into Mount Gelmir. Mount Gelmir is quite possibly the shortest landmass, or at least the second shortest landmass in the entire game. It's literally just 2 roads. We're going to go in between here, all the way around to a dead end right there. And then we're going to come up here. There's a Nightmare Hero's grave to do right there. But other than that, we're just going to climb our way all the way up, fight a boss right here, to Volcano Manor, and that's it. That's Mount Gelmir. Completely done. So, shouldn't take us more than 2 episodes, but next episode we are going to wrap up the Atlus Plateau and get into the next landmass. Once we finish Mount Gelmir, we have the Volcano Manor and the Capital. Those are the next 2 legacy dungeons. Once we clear out Mount Gelmir, we'll stop, come back over, and do everything in the Capital. We'll clear out the entire legacy dungeon up to the last boss of the legacy dungeon. Then we'll stop. Once we stop, we're going to go underground. There's a sewer part to this dungeon that'll take us to another landmass underground, and that's where we'll complete Fia's quest. Once we complete Fia's quest, we'll come over to the Waterfall Basin, and we'll complete Ronnie's quest, which will take us up into the Moonlight Altar. We're going to clear out the Moonlight Altar, and then once that's done, we'll go and clear out the Volcano Manor. Now, we can't finish the Volcano Manor because one of its quests takes us into the Mountaintop of the Giants. So once we get to that quest, we will come back over, take out the last boss of the capital, and venture into the next landmass. And that is how we're going to progress moving forward the next few episodes, you guys. So I will meet you guys over in the Azura Side Tomb. We have a bunch of runes, so I'm going to level up a couple times, go into all the farming spots, you guys. There's the Lennis Rise for Glintstone Fireflies. Smithing Stones. We don't got to do Smithing Stone 3 or 4s anymore because we can buy them, so I'm going to take that off. Here's for the octopuses and their ovaries. You got foliage right here. Foliage and Jarberg. Smoldering butterflies. Budding cave moss. We're going to take this off because we got Smithing Stone 3s now, so we don't got to do that one anymore. Herbas for making pickled turtlenecks. And then this one for Smithing Stone 5s. This one for the lightning Fergal Bloom flowers and Atlas blooms. And then down underneath we have the melted mushroom and the silver tear husks. So make sure you guys are going by these spots and doing a few run-throughs to keep your item supplies nice and healthy for what we got going ahead. And then yeah, I'll level up, and I'll level up some weapons. I'll buy some smithing stones, So I'm going to do all that off screen so you guys don't got to see that, and I'll meet you back over at the Azura Side Tomb starting next episode. So, alright you guys, thanks for joining me. If you got any questions, you can leave them in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer them, and if I don't know the answer, I'll find you the answer. If you got any knowledge as a content creator on how I can make this series better and you want to drop that on me, please feel free. I'm always looking to learn from anybody that knows more than me, because I'm new to this and I'm eager to learn. But until the next one, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. I love you guys. I'll see you later.